Deep within the unexplored Amazon, hidden by a veil of mist and mystery, lay a city unlike any other. This city was not marked on any map, nor spoken of in any traveller's tales. It was a place where the natural world reigned supreme, untouched by the hands of time and man. It was a city of whispers and shadows, where the very air seemed to hum with secrets. The ruins, ancient and enigmatic, stood as silent sentinels to a forgotten era, their stones worn smooth by the passage of countless years. Here, vines snaked around ancient ruins, their tendrils weaving intricate patterns that told stories of old. Exotic flowers bloomed in every colour imaginable, their vibrant hues a stark contrast to the muted greens and browns of the jungle. This was no ordinary city, for its inhabitants were not human. They were creatures of the wild, each one playing a vital role in the delicate ecosystem that thrived here. From the smallest insect to the largest predator, every being had its place. They were animals living in a strange harmony that had long fascinated and frightened the outside world. This harmony was a delicate balance, a dance of life and death that had been perfected over millennia. The ruler of this extraordinary city was a lion, a creature of immense power and grace. His presence was a testament to the strength and resilience of the jungle. This lion, known as Zarok, was a beast of immense size and intelligence. His mind was as sharp as his claws, and his heart beat with a fierce loyalty to his kingdom. Zarok was no ordinary lion. His mane, a rich golden hue, seemed to glow with an inner light, and his eyes, deep and piercing, held the wisdom of centuries. His roar could shake the very earth, a sound that echoed through the jungle and struck fear into the hearts of those who heard it. His eyes, like molten gold, seemed to hold the secrets of the universe. He was a fierce protector of his city, a king who commanded the respect and loyalty of every creature within its borders. His rule was just, his decisions wise, and his presence a source of comfort and strength for his subjects. He led with strength and wisdom, ensuring the delicate balance of their world remained undisturbed. Under his watchful eye, the jungle thrived, a testament to the power of nature and the harmony that could be achieved when all creatures worked together. Yet, a shadow of unease had fallen upon Zarok's heart. He could sense a change in the air, a disturbance that threatened the peace of his kingdom. He had sensed a disturbance, a foreign energy approaching his city. This energy was unlike anything he had ever encountered, a force that seemed to pulse with a strange and unsettling power. And he knew with chilling certainty that trouble was coming. The jungle, his home, was on the brink of a great upheaval, and he would need all his strength and wisdom to face the coming storm. Zarok had caught wind of their arrival, the Avengers. These were not ordinary humans, but beings of great power and renown, heroes who had faced countless threats and emerged victorious. Whispers on the wind spoke of their deeds, their power. Tales of their bravery and strength had reached even the deepest corners of the jungle, and Zarok knew that they were not to be underestimated. They came in sleek metal birds, their arrival heralded by the whir of machinery. The sound was foreign and jarring, a stark contrast to the natural symphony of the jungle. To Zarok, they were a threat, invaders from a world that did not understand the delicate balance of his jungle kingdom. Their technology, their ways, were alien to him, and he feared the disruption they could bring. He would protect his city, even if it meant facing the mightiest heroes on Earth. His resolve was unshakable, his determination fierce. The jungle was his home, and he would defend it with every ounce of his being. The fate of the jungle, the fate of his people, rested upon his golden mane. Zarok stood tall, his eyes fixed on the horizon, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The city of whispers would not fall, not while he still drew breath.
Are we there yet, Cap? This jungle cruise is starting to bore me. I mean, I get that we're on a mission and all, but couldn't we have picked a more scenic route? This place is just green, green, and more green.
We're approaching the energy signature now, Stark. And try to be a little more respectful. We are guests here. This jungle is ancient and holds secrets we can't even begin to fathom. It's not just a backdrop for our mission, it's a living, breathing entity.
The Quinjay cut through the humid air, its sleek silhouette a stark contrast against the emerald tapestry of the jungle. The dense canopy below seemed almost impenetrable, a sea of green that stretched as far as the eye could see. The Avengers knew that beneath this verdant expanse lay mysteries and dangers that had been hidden for centuries. The source of the energy signature, a swirling vortex of unknown energy, pulsed in the heart of the ruined city. The ruins themselves were a testament to a civilization long forgotten, their crumbling structures now overrun by nature. vines and roots intertwined with ancient stone, creating an eerie yet beautiful juxtaposition of life and decay. The Avengers disembarked, their senses on high alert. Each member of the team was acutely aware of the potential threats that lurked in the shadows. They moved with a practiced precision, their eyes scanning the surroundings for any sign of danger. The air was thick with tension, and even the slightest rustle of leaves could set their nerves on edge.
Something feels amiss, friends. This energy. It is unlike anything I have encountered. It's as if the very fabric of reality is being twisted and reshaped. I can sense the power emanating from the vortex, but there's something else, something darker, lurking just beyond our perception.
Beside him, the Hulk grumbled, his massive fists clenching and unclenching. The green behemoth could feel the unease in the air, and it made him restless. He was ready to smash anything that posed a threat to his friends, but even he knew that brute force might not be enough to overcome whatever awaited them.
Hulk feels it too. Something not right. It's like the jungle itself is watching us, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. We need to stay sharp and be prepared for anything.
Black Widow, her movements fluid and silent, scanned their surroundings with a trained eye. She had a bad feeling about this. Years of experience had honed her instincts, and right now they were screaming at her to be cautious. Every shadow seemed to hide a potential threat, and she knew that they couldn't afford to let their guard down for even a second.
Whatever it is, it's powerful. And it doesn't feel hostile, but it definitely feels protective. It's as if the energy is guarding something that it doesn't want us to find. We need to tread carefully and figure out what we're dealing with before we make any moves.
Protective of what? Let's just hope we don't have to find out the hard way. We've faced countless threats before, but this feels different. There's an intelligence behind this energy, a purpose that we can't yet understand. We need to be smart and work together if we're going to get through this.
Little did they know, they were walking straight into Zarok's trap. The ancient sorcerer had been waiting for this moment, his plans set in motion long before the Avengers had even arrived. He had woven his magic into the very fabric of the jungle, creating a labyrinth of illusions and dangers designed to ensnare his enemies. The jungle itself was alive, watching, its every movement a testament to Zarok's power. The plants seemed to shift and move of their own accord, their leaves rustling with a sinister intent. Eyes, hidden in the shadows, tracked the Avengers' every step, waiting for the perfect moment to strike, waiting for the Lion King's command. The jungle was a living, breathing entity, and it was ready to unleash its fury at Zarok's behest. The Avengers would need all their strength, cunning and teamwork to navigate this treacherous terrain and uncover the secrets that lay hidden within.
Ambush!
The jungle floor seemed to writhe as a carpet of emerald vines surged forward, ensnaring Hawkeye's legs with surprising speed. The vines were not just ordinary plants, they moved with a purpose, almost as if they were alive, directed by an unseen force. Hawkeye's heart raced as he felt the cold, unyielding grip tighten around his ankles, pulling him down with relentless strength. He gasped, struggling against their constricting grip, firing an arrow that exploded in a blinding flash of light. The explosion momentarily illuminated the dense foliage, casting eerie shadows that danced across the jungle floor. The vines recoiled slightly, giving Hawkeye a brief moment of respite, but he knew it wouldn't last long. Black Widow, caught off guard, found herself face to face with a jaguar, its teeth bared in a silent snarl. The jaguar's eyes glowed with a predatory intensity, and its muscles tensed, ready to pounce. Black Widow's mind raced as she calculated her next move, knowing that one wrong step could be her last. With lightning reflexes, she flipped backward, narrowly avoiding its snapping jaws. The jaguar's claws swiped through the air where she had just been, missing her by mere inches. She landed gracefully, her eyes never leaving the beast, ready for its next attack. Before Hawkeye could free himself, a colossal figure crashed into the clearing. The ground shook with the impact, and the air was filled with the sound of snapping branches and rustling leaves. The figure's presence was overwhelming, casting a long shadow over the jungle floor. Zarok, a vision of rippling muscle and golden fur, landed in a crouch, his eyes burning with an intense, primal fire. His gaze swept over the intruders, and a low growl rumbled from deep within his chest. He was a force of nature, a guardian of the jungle, and he would not tolerate trespassers. "Zarok, you are trespassing. Leave now or face the consequences." His voice was a deep, resonant growl that echoed through the clearing, leaving no doubt about the seriousness of his threat. The air seemed to thicken with tension as the heroes realized the gravity of their situation.
Whoa, easy there, kitty cat. We're just here to... The words were meant to be calming, but they sounded hollow in the face of Zarok's imposing presence. The attempt at humor fell flat, and the tension in the air only grew thicker.
He never got to finish his sentence. The jungle seemed to hold its breath, waiting for the inevitable clash. Zarok, with a speed that belied his size, lunged, his movements a blur of golden fur and raw power. The ground trembled beneath his feet as he closed the distance in an instant, slamming into Iron Man with the force of a runaway train. The impact was devastating, sending shockwaves through the clearing and leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. The impact sent the armored Avenger crashing through a crumbling wall, debris raining down around him. The sound of metal against stone echoed through the jungle, a stark reminder of the power they were up against. The battle for the jungle city had begun. The heroes knew they were in for the fight of their lives, and the outcome was far from certain. The jungle, with its hidden dangers and ancient secrets, would be the ultimate battleground.